Right, we started the season with 2 wins from 2 in the league, and now the Europa Conference League takes centre stage as we take on Willem in the final qualifying round. Hello everyone and welcome to part 9 of a Selhurst Success Story and a Europa Conference League League Path 4th qualifying round encounter against Willem from Holland. I presume it's pronounced Willem. Most European sides pronounce their W's as V's, so that's what we're going with. Before we get going, please leave a like on this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to know when new videos are uploaded, and help me to continue growing the channel. Nothing much has happened because in the last episode we played Fulham and it's only 4 days later. But we have completed the signing of Renan from Palmeiras. Brazilian wonder kid. Everyone loves a Brazilian wonder kid on Football Manager. Potential 4.5 star ability. He's a natural at left back and on the left side of defence. So we're going to start him on the left side of the fence. We've paid 17.5 million for him. He's worth a lot more. He's been playing for Palmeiras for the last few seasons. He's only 20 years old. Much better than Tyrick Mitchell at left back, but Tyrick Mitchell's been playing brilliantly. So I'm dropping Mark Gurhey for the opening game to give Renan his debut. Had to drop Damari Gray from the Europa Conference League squad though, because we haven't got enough homegrown at club players. So he's only a fringe player. He hasn't complained about it. So the team for the first leg at home is Livakovic in goal, Argu, Anderson, Renan, Mitchell, Grilic, Braganza, Elise, Klozek, Petkovic and Edouard. The only change from the league side from the opening 2 games is Renan in for Gurhey. Feels a little bit hard done by for Gurhey, 7.1 rating, but we've got to see how Renan does. Considering he only signed for us yesterday, I'm not expecting too much. We'll give him the number 26. And we'll go to the match. Only one change. I mean, Gurhey played well. We've kept 2 clean sheets. So maybe I should have stuck with the same side. But I want to see how he does. He's come in. We had to say he'd be an important player. He wouldn't sign otherwise. So I have to really give him a bit of playing time. Don't want to upset him straight away, do we? And he's a Brazilian wonder kid. Who doesn't put a Brazilian wonder kid in their squad or in their team? But that weren't part of the plan. 30 seconds into the game and we're 1-0 down. Argu should have done better. He didn't. Kolat put the cross in and Anthony Schultz has out-jumped Renan. I think that was Renan. So 26 seconds in or whatever it was, and our new wonder kid has been beaten in the air for us to concede our first goal of the season. Couldn't make it up, could you? There's still time to get back into this though. There's still time. It's very, very early in the game. Here's Klozek. Braganza. Back to Klozek. The tackle, they couldn't get it clear. Finds Edouard. And that is 1-1. Klozek into Edouard. Edouard finds the net and we're all square. Braganza almost gave it away. Launch, I think it was, with the tackle. Klozek picks out Edouard, and Edouard, nice little finish. Says tight offside. He was nowhere near offside. The keeper should probably have done better there, to be honest. Elise Petkovic, who's dropped very deep and then gives the ball away. It's been an issue in the first couple of games, actually. We've given the ball away far too much. Our passing hasn't been great. And I've been looking at bringing in players who are better passers. Here's Elise. Crosses. Hlozek. That's gone just wide. And the keeper comes and claims that. That's what we need. A goalkeeper who claims the ball when it comes in. Command of his area. Good in the air. Braganza, Hlozek, Petkovic. Ball over to Elise. Good ball to pick him out, actually. Back in. Grilic. It's floated up. And Petkovic. Bruno Petkovic. 2-1. Petkovic's first goal of the season. He took an absolute age to find a goal last season. He scored in his third appearance of the season this term. Elise to Grilic. Grilic, little flicked ball over the top. Defence failed to clear it or deal with it. It's a bit of a weird cross, to be honest. It's like a floated cross over the top. Beat everyone. Landed right at Petkovic's foot. And even he couldn't miss that. Again, though, the passing isn't great. It's a bit better. Can't. With this like little tippy tappy, we were having trouble breaking them down. But Elise, it looks like we start to have trouble breaking them down, and I'm just a little bit nervous that our passing hasn't been good enough to play that little tippy tappy kind of football. But we carved out a chance there, and Elise probably should have done better. The Dutch side are far from out of this, though. We've been the better side. But yeah, that 2-1. I'm not sure about away goals. I don't know if they count in this competition. There's Elise, edge of the area, and again, pretty much a carbon copy of his last chance. Mitchell doesn't deal with that. Ball comes in, Renan does. Elise, Grilic, Petkovic. Great through ball to Edouard, and Edouard, no mistake, smashes home 3-1. Great little through ball from Petkovic. Edouard timed his run perfectly. Gets just inside the area and smashes it home. There have been a lot of highlights in this first half, isn't there? I have got it on. Yeah, it is on key highlights. I thought it might have been. I thought I might have accidentally changed it to extended highlights or something. There's been a lot of highlights. There's Braganza, Edouard. Petkovic touches it for Mitchell. Mitchell, can he get a cross in? No, he flings it back to Hlozek, who does get the cross in. Elise and Edouard, there's his hat-trick. Odds on Edouard, a hat-trick within the first 33 minutes of our first adventure into Europe. And it might have been a dodgy start, conceding our first goal of the season in less than 30 seconds, but we've run a little bit rampant since then. We're totally in charge of this game, totally in charge of the tie in general. And the way we're going, if we can add another couple of goals here, I don't see there's any way back for Willem in the second leg. Then again, they're going to fight to try and get back into this game here, aren't they? There's Petkovic over the top. Elise, 5-1. Lovely little finish. Great ball over the top. And we are absolutely on fire. Renan to Braganza, just nice little passes. Petkovic looks up, over the top. Elise, another great timed run. Slots it, left-footed, past the goalkeeper, and it's 5-1. I don't know if there's much point in showing the second leg the way we're playing. There's Elise's corner. Anderson couldn't get on the end of it. But the highlight is still going and the attack is still alive. Petkovic, Edward, Grilic. No, gives the ball away. But they give it straight back to us. And then we give it straight back to them. More of the same. More of the failure to hold on to possession. But 5-1 up. Can't really complain about a couple of passes going astray, can we? There's Grilic. Great ball over the top. Plozek, 6-1. Adam Plozek. Fantastic ball over the top. I thought that was just winding down. I thought the highlight was winding down for right, and then it was going to blow for half time. But Grilic, great left-footed pass over the top. Plozek latches onto the end of it, and their goalkeeper doesn't stand a chance. And after going 1-0 down after 30 seconds, we're going in at the break. 7-1. 7-1. Michael Elise and free kick. This is going to be a rugby score the way we're going. I was just about to say, look at that finish. Oh, keeper should have done better, but I was just about to say we were 1-0 down in 30 seconds and we're going to go in at the break 6-1 up. But we've gone in at the break 7-1 up. Just look at that. Schultz gave Willem the lead in 30 seconds and I thought, oh, here we go. Edward, Petkovic, then 2 in 2 minutes from Edward there for 4-1. Elise added a fifth. Plozek, that great ball over the top from Grilic that he latched onto for a sixth. And then in stoppage time, at the end of stoppage time, at the end of the first half, Michael Elise scores his second of the game. Palace is 7th, and we're running riot here. It's about as good as you're likely to see. Look, odds on Edward with a 9.9. Michael Elise with a 10. Petkovic a 9. Plozek 8.5. Our attack has ripped Willem to absolute shreds here. And they've started the second half exactly the same way they started the first, with Schultz scoring a header. And it's 7-2. Maybe a bit of complacency, but Joachim Anderson that time it was that Schultz out-jumped. Anthony Schultz is doing his best to keep the Dutch side in the game, but Lodovics. Livakovic saves it. Good effort from the free kick. I'm not sure if we're getting a little bit complacent here, so I'm going to make a couple of changes. Then again, I say I'm not sure if we're getting a little bit complacent, and every single substitute is complacent. Jean-Philippe Mateta, who doesn't look interested, apparently. He's coming on for Petkovic because I don't want Petkovic to get injured. And we'll bring a Spreer on for Plozek. And that'll do for now. Elise's on his hat trick. I was going to take him off to rest him, but he's on a hat trick. and it'd be nice to see him get it. Willem hit the bar. And that was the bar. We haven't really done much in this second half, have we? We've done all of our work in the first. We're going to add an 8th at the end. Elise over the top. No. It's headed clear. Agu gets on the end of it. Renan, Anderson, back to Agu. Grilic. Whose pass is cut out. Back to the Willem goalkeeper. And 7-2. It should be an unassailable lead, really. But ball's going over to Lovakovic safely in his hands. It should be an unassailable lead in the second leg. I can't see us getting beat by 5 goals. Asprilla. There you go. Yasser Asprilla. 3rd goal of the season for Yasser Asprilla. Where'd they come from then? Because this is his first for us. I'm not too sure what that means. I don't know if that's a bug or what. But Braganza picks out Asprilla. Asprilla smashes home the ball. 8-2. It says it's his 3rd goal of the season, but it's not. Maybe they're getting it mixed up with Adam Plozek, who's normally on the left side. There you go, ladies and gents. 8-2. Is there any point in showing the second leg? Right, as you can see, we picked up a win over Sheffield United in between the 2 legs against Willem. Started off poorly. Wasn't the greatest of performances in the first half. Gave him a little bit of a stern talking to at half time, and it seemed to do the trick. We picked up our play in the second half, and goals from Petkovic and Asprilla gave us the win. I'm not going to show the full game here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start the game, and then I'll come back for the last 10-15 minutes, watch the end of the game, so you can see how we get on, and then we'll have a look at the draw for the group stage, because I'm pretty convinced that we're going to make it through. A slight issue developing with Odsonne Edouard. Inter Milan came in, put an offer in for him. We rejected it. He was fine. Paris Saint-Germain came in, put an offer in for him. I think I said I wanted 70 million for him. They withdrew. He got his grumpy on. He got annoyed. He was saying he doesn't believe that we're good enough to play Champions League football. I tried to promise him that we would make Champions League football, and if we don't qualify for the Champions League by the end of this season, he could then leave. He said he doesn't feel we're good enough to qualify for the Champions League. Prick. But he wanted to leave. So then I've had to agree that I will sell him if we get the right offer in for him, which he's agreed will be £65 million. So if Paris Saint-Germain come back with an offer of £65 million for Odsonne Edouard, we have to accept it, and he will be going. And with only 6 days left in this month, the transfer window will be closing pretty soon. So I'm hoping that if they are going to come back in with that offer, they need to do it in the next couple of days so that we've got time to bring in a replacement. But like I said, I'm going to go and make a start on this game and see you towards the end of it. It's half time of this second leg and things are not going to plan. We're 3-1 down. We went 3-0 down. As you see, Schultz, early goal, Launch and Kohler. So they were 3-0 up inside 25 minutes. It's been extremely edgy from us. We have not been very good. We've looked a shadow of the team that we were in the first leg. But Adam Plozek has just pulled one back late, 41st minute. I'm not happy though, am I? I don't like what I just saw. Yeah, Plozek pulled one back, so we're still 9-5 up on aggregate. They've still got to score 5 goals if they want to knock us out. But it was extremely edgy. So I thought I'd come back and you can sit through the second half with me. And nothing really much is happening. I made one change, by the way, for this game. I brought Joel Ward in. There's Elise, Hlozek. That's off for a corner. Make a substitution before this corner, I think. We'll bring a Spreer on for Elise. Eze for... Eventually, Eze on for Hlozek. The 2 wide players. They're a little bit tired. Just freshen up those wide areas. Yeah, it's 3-0 down. I was like, oh no, it's all going wrong. And they had another couple of decent chances as well. Lovakovic made a couple of good saves. There's a Spreer who cuts in. Edward, Ward, Braganza scores. That's 3-2, and we're back in the game. Like, we're back in this leg and cruising our way to the group stage. But it was very edgy, very edgy. 3-0 down after 25 minutes. Schultz had a great chance that was tipped wide by Livakovic. There was another one where one of their players got through. I can't remember who it was, but got through, and it was a weak shot straight into Livakovic's hands. And there's Joachim Manderson with the equaliser, and you've joined us for us to come back into the game. 3-0 down, back to 3-0. Smile on my face again. The edginess from the first half has completely gone. Maybe it was to be expected. We've got quite a few younger players in the team now. So maybe being 8-2 up from the first leg, they got a little bit complacent. Thought, yeah, we're already through. As I did. I was complacent about it, to be honest. But 3-0 down started to show what we're all about, and Asprilla can't get the winner. I was thinking about making another change, but it's a bit late for that. 3-3, 11-5 on aggregate. And we are through to the group stage of the Europa Conference League. And the draw's in a sec. Right, time for the draw for the Europa Conference League group stage. And we are in pot 2. We are amongst the second seeds. So we're going to face one of the sides that are in the first box there. The first seeds, the top group is Leipzig, Dynamo Zagreb, Red Star, Real Betis, Lyon, AC Milan, Victoria Plzen and Ludogorets. So I want to try and avoid Lyon, Milan, Betis, maybe even Leipzig, to be honest. I want one of these ones, Victoria or Ludogorets. One of the easier sides from that group. Groups 2 is us, Midtjylland, Hajduk Split, Maccabi Tel Aviv, Cluj, AEK, Karabag and Maribor. Group 3 is Zaraya, Sheriff, Mol, Anafosis, Rosenborg, Bodo, Ammonia, Sochi, and the 4th seed is Victoria Guimarães, Trabzonspor, Lech, AC Oulu from Finland, Shamrock Rovers, Hearts, AGF, and Viking. So let's get on with the draw. I'll draw all the first teams. Now, Maribor, AEK, Maccabi Tel Aviv. We might get Lyon. No, Cluj get them. We get Red Star. We're in the same group as Red Star. So I'll do that. The next team in our group is Sheriff Tiraspol. Oh, we can't get Shamrock Rovers. Shamrock Rovers would have been nice. So we're going to get Guimarães, Trabzonspor, Hearts or Lech Poznan, and we get Guimarães. So our group is Group E. We've got Vitória de Guimarães from Portugal, Red Star from Serbia, and Sheriff Tiraspol from Moldova. And that concludes the draw for the UEFA Europa Conference League group stage. To be honest, quite happy with that, to be honest. That's a group that we should be giving it a good go of getting through. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed that, please leave a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to know when the next episode is released. Thank you very much. Bye bye.